Hello everybody, it's that large CDNO coming at you once again from Stellar Knight Duel Academy, bringing you a replay showing you why Big Eye is just such an amazing card, and why if you summon a monster, you better be prepared for it to be used against you. So I'm just doing DevBot here, just having a grand old time, and I realize he's running the Utopia deck. And if any of you have played DevBot and played this deck, you know what it is. And basically, this is what it does. This right here. Giant Utopia. So he summons a giant first turn Utopia, and I open up with 3 Teuces, and that's not too shabby. Because this. Boom, Big Eye. Okay, well now I can steal that. And I was like, oh, well I couldn't OTK, now I can. So then you just hit him up for damage. So I just wanted to go back. Okay. So we're gonna go thing by thing here, okay? First we're gonna swap. Whoop, there we go. So first thing he does is he summons out this ZW Line Arms. Okay. It's a 3000 attack card, and that's not bad. This card can attack your opponent directly. Once per turn, you can attach one Xyz material from this card and add a ZW monster from your deck to your hand. If I remember correctly, that's exactly what he does. Sure enough, there it is. So he adds his ZW monster, and it's ZW Lightning Blade. Now he has 2, which is interesting. I don't know why he would add another one, but he does. And so then he does all that. And then he gets his normal summon, which is Goblinberg, and anyone who plays Heroes knows what Goblinberg does. You can just special summon on the level 4 lower monster from your hand. So, this is how he gets into Utopia right here. And Sacred King goes off, lets him draw a card, Solar Windjammer, and then he goes into Utopia. Okay. Now, this is just the crazy part. You can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this monster on the field to that target. So this shoots back there and equips onto the Utopia. It gains 300 attack, or 3000 attack. So that's a 5500 attack Utopia that negates attacks. So it's a huge card. And then he plays one of the Lightning Blades. So now it's a 6700 attack monster. Okay, like I said, I opened up 3 2s. That's actually really nice. So you get the first one, use this effect to get a Goond. For whatever reason, didn't use Goon's F. Went Big Eye, and here's where I ran into my predicament for a minute. I was like, oh shoot. I can't attack with Big Eye the turn I use his effect to steal that Utopia. I can't OTK him. Then I had this, and just went, oh wait, yes I can. Get rid of that Mullen Glacia, I don't need him. Honestly, I'm not even sure why I'm running him in the deck anymore. But I am. And on this occasion I was kind of glad for having that water monster in my hand. There's Abyss 2s coming out. And then it's just a simple swing for game. So Big Eye, especially in rank 7 engines, and I mean I know that sounds crazy as balls, like you don't see too many archetypes just like, oh, rank 7 spam. Mermails, Mecha Phantom Beasts, I know there's others, but those are the 2 that I play that I know the best. Just get out rank 7s like crazy. Yes, sweet, it doesn't let me look. Now mine's more synchro based off of these. I mean, I've got Hydrogenics in there, I've got Gen X Tri-Arm in there. Leo, obviously, was my favorite. I don't get into Gungnir. I would if I could. I don't ever get into Black Rose Dragon. I would if I could. Usually the level 4s get molested in the face. But you got Dracosac. I mean, terrific card. You got your Exciton Knights. Levier, equipped. Just a couple more. Really, these two are definitely generic. Rank 4 monsters. Gaios, I mean, if you're running Mermails, you have to have Gaios in there. Strike, which Bahamut Shark gets out Strike, which is really nice. But Big Eye. Everybody, like, lost their minds over Snatch Shield coming back in January. And I'll agree, it lost me a lot of games, and it won me a lot of games. But Big Eye, other than the fact that it's not just a simple boom, steal your monster, this is number 11, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Okay? This card, if you can get it out reliably, like something like Mermails or Mecha Phantom Beasts can do, I mean, this card can rival Snatch Tail, honestly. Just in trolliness, like, so many people have rage quit to Big Eye before. Luckily, DevBot doesn't. And like I said, the second lesson, if you build a card up like this and you put resource after resource into it, don't do it on the first turn. And I'm guilty of this just as much as the next guy. Okay? I will throw everything I have into just a huge move hoping to beat my opponent, and it's the first turn of the duel and I can't even attack. Obviously that runs into Raigeki for game. Or a bunch of other stuff all the time. But this is just a classic case. Like, this is a 25 attack. Like, his base attack is 2500. He boosted it by so much. Okay. This is a total of 4200 extra attack being piled onto this just for it to get snatched up by Big Eye. Like, I felt like that really creepy dude from ZeXal. Okay. Just like, oh, I've got all these numbers. Guess what? Big Eye. And watching that episode of ZeXal, basically this is what happened. Other than Yuma, which I guess would be DevBot in this situation, came back and won. But this is what happened. He's like, oh, Utopia. And I'm just like, steal that. You know, and I think it was Mega Capital G that posted something about doing Genlock on first turn, and if you should continue doing it, and I'm just going to put my 2 cents in on it, being someone that plays against Necros, like, I don't play them, I have a deck built for them, just to see, oh, so this is what they can do. I mean, putting yourself behind the wheel of a deck like that, it's boring, but somehow it's actually kind of fun at the same time. But I don't think the first turn Genlock is a good move either, because there's just so many outs to it now. Okay, you can't special summon, but if I get a Raigeki or anything that flips your monster over, just, I mean, you basically have 3 Raigekis with the 1 Raigeki and the 2 Dark Hole before your normal summon. That's almost 3 Raigekis, especially on the first turn Genlock. Okay, because you can get a huge field out, and it's like, oh, Raigeki or Dark Hole, those cards don't target, so Trish can't negate them. There's just not as much protection for the Genlock as you might think. So plays like that, plays like this giant Utopia. I mean, if I hadn't been able to get into Big Eye, I mean, Utopia would have crushed me. But, I mean, that's 1 Abastus in the grave, 1 on the field, 1 attached to Big Eye. If it'll let me look, it won't. But that's a 2-sunder there. That's a 2-sunder there. Just huge plays, and I've done it too, but things like that will screw you over time and time again, trying to make huge plays and just generally overextending. Like, this is a classic example. You know, I'm gonna get this big card out on the field, and you're gonna steal it, and then you're gonna hit me up for almost my entire remaining life points. Because if we go back, oh, I don't think I can go back. That sucks. We'll just start it over. Yes, I called that redemption because the game before I dueled him, had him down to 100 life points, and he ended up coming back and winning. You gonna go? Pretty please? There we go. He had that instant fusion, which ended up making him lose 1,000 life points. So that 6,700 Utopia was almost his entire remaining life point total. I mean, anytime you can get out a 6,700 monster, it's amazing. And honestly, I was a little bit worried for a second, and then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna be an evil dick and just steal that. So that was pretty fun to do, honestly. But yeah, basically, I guess the moral of the story is, Big Eye, I freaking love you. I'm waiting for people to freak out and want Big Eye to get banned. Some of them do, but I mean, some people do. I'm waiting for a really big thing. Like, honestly, it's really weird to see like Big Eye come out and then people are like, oh, okay, but then Snatch Steal happens or something else, or like enemy controller or something, or creature swap, and they're just like, oh my god, this is so insane, we can't handle this. And it's like, Big Eye, not only this is like a walking Snatch Steal without the 1,000 life points you gain per turn. And people freak out about that. People freak out about like Darklaw being a one-sided walking Macrocosmos, or Masked Hero Acid being a walking Heavy Storm. Nobody talks about Big Eye being a walking Snatch Steal. Maybe it's just because it's been around long enough to where people are like, oh, well, you know what, solemn warning, do something else to it, stop it before it can hit you. But when it does, like, that's one of your best cards on the field at the moment, is going bye-bye. Potentially, too, if you can't get Big Eye off the field. So, I mean, it's just an amazing card. I don't know why I don't see it more often. Maybe it's because it just, like, you don't see rank 7s in the meta. Okay, like, Satellar Knight's rank 4, just absolute rank 4 spam. Necros are ritual based. Cleese, you can't special summon anything but Cleese. Burning Abyss, you're not gonna. I have to look back at Burning Abyss again, but I don't even think there's a level 7 monster in Burning Abyss, period. So, I'm thinking that's probably part of the reason. But most of the decks that I run, most being about half, have Big Eye in it, and I just think it's a really great card. So this is my piece about Big Eye and being prepared if you summon a card to have it used against you. If you liked this video, like the video on YouTube, because that's always very helpful to see. Those thumbs up. Subscribe if you feel it's worth it, and hopefully it's worth it now, because I'm actually trying to talk about things instead of just like, this is what I'm doing, deal with it. If you don't understand the game, sucks to be you, you're not keeping up. But, thanks for watching, guys.